Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time once again for Minx Diva to join us. Whoa, I look terrible. Wow, Kidpreneur Mom has joined. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me for the LOA Scope every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Marianne Smoogie Cookie, or is it Smoogie? Anyway, I've missed you too. You guys, it has been forever. It really has. It's been like 2 weeks, maybe, since I did a Law of Attraction Scope. Because I have been traveling. I was in Hawaii for a week, and I just wasn't going to be able to do those then. I was in a completely different time zone. Smoogie Cookie. Awesome. Let me find out a little bit about Smoogie Cookie. I may have read your profile before. Smoog is a frozen cheesecake cookie. Grand prize winner. Yeah, this seems familiar. I don't know. I can't remember. You know what I forgot? My readers. I forgot my readers, which means I'm going to be squinting at your comments. Welcome to all of you. A Divi NH HAQVJ Claire Does Copy is here in the room. Sandal Sanders is here. And I got my Got Ukulele t-shirt on. I have missed all of you too. I really have missed scoping. And then it was like, then I had my old nerves around, I haven't scoped in a while and all of that. Feel like out of the game. Hey Rob, I listened to more of your stuff. Great stuff. It is so freaking hot in California still. No, I have not gone AWOL. I went absent with leave. I did say I was going to go to Hawaii. And thank you, Jay Trevolino. Glad to see you back too. But yeah, and so I'm 30 minutes late of my normal time because I was in line at the post office. Laura Weagle, still so hot in Vegas too. Yeah, I'm really over it. I'm really over it because, Hawaii, it's raining here. Were you Hawaii? Are you in Hawaii? I'm not. I was in Hawaii last week. I'm in Marina Del Rey this week. Back in the sort of a humid mugginess. Lynn and I actually had to get a portable AC for our room because they don't have ACs in this unit because you don't normally need them. It's supposed to be perfect all the time. Totally got ripped off. Yeah, man, I need those fall temps too. Hawaii was excellent. It was just right for Hawaii. I could go on and on about just talking about Hawaii. That was my first time there. It was freaking paradise, just like I always knew it would be. And I bought a ukulele, which for whatever reason I don't have with me right now. I've shared the ukulele already once. I think Lynn and I did some sort of a Periscope. Thank you for sharing. You can all do that, by the way, by swiping over and clicking share with followers, share with Facebook, share on Twitter. I don't know, they may have added other kinds of things. It's been, like I said, it's been a while since I've done the old LOA scope, but I'm looking forward to getting back into it. And either later this week or next week, for sure, I'm starting the Blab series with my coaches, my Boundless Living coaches, who are certified Law of Attraction coaches by me. And we're going to be picking topics to discuss with them. They have various areas of expertise, and we'll be discussing that and bringing you on in the Blab format. We're going to see how that runs, because I think it's an awesome idea. I'm very excited about it. And I haven't used Blab too much recently either, for the same reason I haven't been around. But Blab is a different level of commitment, because now you want to have other people and all of that other stuff. So anyway, that's what I want to start doing, introduce you to these amazing people and also provide you some value. Okay, so here is, there's too much social media, it's crazy. Trained by me. So the certification program started last November. It was supposed to go 6 months. It stretched out to almost a year now because we've changed the game as we went along. And instead of just certifying these coaches and sending them off into the world, we decided to create a whole coaching organization, which is basically a business inside of our business. And that's a real thing. So it's taken a lot longer to get that launched because it's a whole different model. Anyway, so we probably won't certify another round of coaches until at least the beginning of the year because we want to get this up and running, work out any of the little kinks, and before we bring in new coaches and all of that. But I will definitely be doing that, and I will keep you all informed because it was an amazing experience, and we all grew a lot and came up with a bunch of our stuff to work through as a team. So look, today's topic was you do a positive tip of the day every day. Positive, check it out, everybody. Sandal Sanders, follow her immediately. I'll wait. All right, and now we're back. Yes, auto text, even in Periscope. Okay, so anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yes, what throws you off your game? So why are you so sorry? Why are you so sorry? Oh, is it because was it because of the autocorrect? I didn't even notice. Anyway, all is well. Follow Sandal. Okay, so what throws you off your game? And then, of course, what I want to do is talk about the impact of that. Oh, I don't care about that. That's fine. You're a regular, Sandal. You can say what you're up to. I'm totally fine with that. Okay, so here's what we're going to talk about. And the reason we're going to talk about it. And I want this to be more interactive than normal. I want this to be like I really want to know what throws you off your game. In other words, you've got your intentions all set. You woke up and you're making, like today's the day and here's my vision and I'm going to do all this. And then something happens and it throws you off your game. It kind of knocks you a little bit and takes you out. So what I'm kind of curious about is what is that for you? Well, I'm glad to have you at this in my scope. Tileo Bankhole? I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly, but it's nice to have you here. Tell everybody. We discuss law of attraction topics 3 times a week, 10 a.m. Pacific, on the LOA Scope with Bob Doyle from the movie The Secret. Okay, so when you get overwhelmed, okay, awesome. Physically, when you're not physically feeling well, okay, great. What else? Negative people, excellent, yes. What else throws you off? Practicalities like bills in the post. I knew that one was going to come up. Let's see. Anything can throw you, but it gives other opportunities too. Of course, it absolutely does. And of course, I'm coming around to that. I'm not just going to leave you with a bunch of negative thinking and send you on your way. But I am curious as to the kinds of things that throw you off and see how easily and how far do they throw you off. Like for some people, negative people might just irritate you, but for other people, negative people just totally ruin your day. So bad news happens, okay? That throws you off. All of those things can throw me off too. It's interesting, this morning when it's too hot outside, I know that feeling too, Artist Dead Bird, like right now. Like right now. But I can say that I can always just go back inside or sit in front of a fan or something. It doesn't throw me off as much. But things like negative people can throw me off. Sometimes it's an email I get, from just the right person. Can really truly throw me off. And sometimes it's not as bad as other times, but other times it's a spiral. It's a real spiral. The post office where I was. So here's the thing, and I'll tell you what really gets me is when, and this happens to me, law of attraction teacher, believe it happens to just about everybody. Dramatic people at work, yeah, ugh, no fun. Of course, I'm the only person at my work, so if there's drama, it's me. Worrying about money, yeah, that can throw you. It's a spiral. So here's what I'm going to invite you to do as we talk about this. I'll share this with you today. What gets me is, and what I was about to say happens to people, is when you set a really clear intention and everything happens opposite of that. Today, I woke up and said, I just decided that today was going to be an effortless day. My day was going to be effortless, meaning in my mind, that meant everything smooth as silk, boom, 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 boom. I'm not going to lose my keys. I'm not going to forget anything. I'm not, It's been a most effortful day. I went to the post office and I looked online to see what the hours were. They said 8:30 a.m. I get there at 9. They open at 10. I drove all the way there, right, to send something out that I had to get out because I wanted to get back in time to do my LOA scope at 10 o'clock. I get there and there's a long line. I get there and I had brought a pen so that because I knew I was going to be filling out some paperwork in there, and I left it in the car and I wasn't going to lose my place in line. So every little that could come up was coming up. Even though I said, no, today is an effortless day, Today I do voice work on Fiverr, and normally that just goes wonderfully. And no one likes long lines at the post office. I know, it's crazy. I was away from the post office for years, and now I find myself back there at least once a month. I got derailed. And now he's coming back. Fiverr. And I had a guy send me a script this morning on Fiverr. Now, Fiverr's like usually the easiest part of my day. Get my voiceover, read it, boom, deliver, hooray, 5 stars. It's awesome. And today I get this job, and it's a small job, it's a $5 job, but it's just this. It's all inappropriate language. I'm not putting my voice to it. He just wanted it for some friends or whatever, but that stuff goes up on my demo page, and No, I said, look, there's plenty of other people who will do this for you. I'm tied professionally to other things. I just don't want to have my voice on this. Sure, you understand. Boom. So I submitted a request for cancellation. He declined it. Said, come on, it's just for friends. Won't you reconsider? I requested again. No. It's thank you though, but I'm just gonna, you can find someone else. Then he came back again. Still didn't do it. And I said, I'm not understanding why you're not doing it. And then he says, I've got a 1.8 million person community on YouTube and I can't wait to share, and I'll gladly share your unprofessionalism with them. I'm like, I said no effort. What's the freaking deal, right? So that kind of stuff happens, and I could, if it keeps happening today, I'm really going to start taking a look at my energy. I may call some of my energy people friends and get an adjustment. Any of you out there who can do that remotely, I'm welcoming it, because it's just been crazy. But at the same time, it's happening so blatantly that I'm noticing it. And this is really all about getting right around to what throws you off your game. Because what I'm inviting you to do, I always send an invitation out, don't I? Is to, when you get thrown off, look at what threw you off, and it could be a series of things. But what I invite you to do is look at what is it about that thing that throws you off so deeply. Why that? Like I said, so some people get the same exact event can happen to 5 different people and they all get thrown off, either not at all or, on the other end of the chart. And each of us have our reasons why that particular thing gets at us. And it's generally going to be something about our past or an area of resistance. Why does this always happen to me? That kind of stuff. A long-standing, if I don't like the post office, I'm walking in with an expectation that it's going to be an unpleasant experience. Boom, there it is, right? I was focused on not forgetting my pen instead of remembering my pen. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know. I thought the same thing. You want to share my Fiverr gig with 1.8 million people? You go right ahead. In fact, I did, in my last correspondence to him, I said something like, be sure and let me know when you post your review so I can share it with my followers too. Anyway, that would be really weird if anything ever came of that. But he finally did cancel. Bad haircuts. Are you talking about my haircut? Anyway, so the opportunity that I think it was LLL Coaching mentioned before, could have been somebody else, in those moments when we get thrown off, is to look at why is, instead of giving in to the being thrown offness and going down that spiral, notice, hey, I just got thrown off. And why is this throwing me off? Like, why do negative people throw you off? I mean, there's an obvious reason. The obvious reason is, well, no one likes to be around a negative person. But for some people, when they're really thrown by negative people, it's a much deeper thing. Maybe they used to be a negative person and they're trying to get away from that, so they're really highly triggered by that. Or maybe their parents or some really big influence in their life was a negative person, and it just triggers a reminder, it triggers a memory, it brings up old stuff. Okay, like getting caught in a line, forgetting your pen, whatever those little annoyances are. Like for me, when I realized I got in that line and I didn't have the pen, it was like it wasn't just like, oh, I'll just have to borrow a pen. I got really irritated with myself because I had said, I'm not going to forget the pen. And so that brought up all these other times in my life when I've done something sort of absent-minded like that. And it costs me time and it costs me frustration. And all of that gets calculated in that moment and creates this really blech feeling, right? And if you stay in that feeling, what happens? Come on, you all know about the law of attraction enough to know what happens, right? You're basically in alignment with more of that stuff happening. You're looking at the world through a totally different and negative lens. And so, again, something can occur, and because you're in that state, you're going to interpret it a lot differently or a lot negatively. It's going to impact your experience of the quality of your life. And it's all because one little thing threw you off, right? Right, more bad stuff. But if you can notice it, so more you raise your vibrational frequency, more you notice stuff to be cleared, but then you clear, right? So it's about being aware. Look, we're all going to get triggered by stuff. We're all going to have things that come up and threaten to throw us off our game. And a lot of times, most of the time, we unconsciously let it happen. Okay, some of us have gotten a lot better about it, maybe since learning about the law of attraction or working on ourselves, or we've worked through some resistance areas in our lives before. So maybe it doesn't happen to us as much as it used to, but it still happens. And every time it happens is still an opportunity to go, whoa, what is this about? An opportunity for clearing these triggers or these things that throw you off. And then maybe you won't attract them so much anymore. I let a few days throw me for, oops, I missed that one. Right, so then, then maybe you won't attract them as much anymore. It can become something of your past. Xavier, don't you go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere. I'm going to talk to you in just 1 second. Xavier sent me chocolate feels like 7 years ago. And we had this deal that I would not open it or try it until she was on a blab with me and Lynn. Well, what I have to say to you, Xavier, is that Lynn, and I told her I was going to tell on her too. So I waited and waited. We were out of town. You know how long it took. And then I wake up one morning and I look, and Lynn had a bite of the chocolate without me. I still haven't. But all bets are off is what I'm saying. So I'm going to end this scope. But what do you mean you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can you believe it? I was like flabbergasted. I was like I was speechless. I didn't get mad or anything. It was just like, I can't believe we waited all this time for this specific thing, and you just kept. So I'm going to end this Periscope by tasting one of those pieces of chocolate right here on the LOA scope before I've even had any breakfast. That's right. I'm going to have Xavier's Black chocolate for breakfast right here on the LOA cast, and that is a promise. But I want to finish up this particular topic here of what throws you off. So again, it's an invitation for you to look at when things throw you off. Make a note of them. Maybe you don't have time in the moment to do the exploratory work. I know we can't share chocolate. You're just going to have to watch me. But I'll try and really, let you know what the experience is like. Yeah, so that opportunity, boy, just total ADD, squirrel everywhere. But I don't like ignoring the comments. This is half the fun. But sometimes I just need to finish my sentences first. Okay. So will you do that? Will you take note of when you get thrown off? And it could be and you might actually see a theme, like anything that wastes my time. Anything where I feel like I'm going to lose time because of this thing, whether it's forgetting a pen or I'm waiting for someone to get ready. She's not even here right now. All that stuff about being late triggers something in me that I have yet to resolve, by the way. It's still in there. But they're related is what I'm saying. And so you might be able to look at, it is so hard. Yeah, when I'm scoping being ADHD, it's craziness. But it's so fun. It's so fun. I love this so much so that I don't, that it's like so different than like doing a Google Hangout or a webinar or something like that where you kind of have to be all your ducks in a row and have I know there's a lot of Periscopers who would probably tell you to be more organized or do whatever, but man, I'm telling you, some of the Periscope approaches just to me take all the fun out of it. It's like if I can't just ramble on and get distracted, and obviously I want to contribute value, but I don't want it to feel like work, right? Am I right? Are you with me? Okay. So that's it. I'm gonna tie this up one last time. Those opportunities that come up when you get thrown off, you may not want to deal with it right then because you may be too thrown off, but take a note, what threw you off, and then look at why did that throw me off? See if there's a theme, and those are areas of resistance that you can work on. Now then, I'm going to go get some chocolate. The thing is, I have to run. You're going to have to look at a blank screen for a sec because, well, all right, my battery's low, but I'm sure there's enough to get into the kitchen. So come along. Dun, 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 dun. This is my walk into the kitchen music. Dun, 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 dun. Now I'm going to open the refrigerator, but I'm not going to let you see what's in there because it's a little crazy right now. So I'm just going to pull one out at random. This one, now I can't even remember why this all started. I think I was talking about, I know, I'd gotten some chocolate from somebody as a gift, for some sort of French chocolate or whatever, and I was talking about how awesome it was. And Xavier said, you need some chocolate from Germany or whatever. So hold on, let me put this back in here. I hope that I don't shut off the... There we go. So this particular flavor And the thing is that Lynn doesn't even like milk chocolate. She likes dark chocolate, and she ate this anyway. This is milk chocolate. Okay, so this is, boy, I can't even read this. Ha! I don't even know what it says. San cream or something like that. You see? I'd have to quickly do this because I forgot I had a call at 11 o'clock, and she just tried to call, and I'm on Periscope because I was running late. I didn't know I was running over 11. Okay. Is this some sort of trick? How did Lynn open this? I can't open it. I seriously can't open it. Am I going to have to get scissors? Really? Okay. Craziness. Now see, I'm triggered right now because I'm late for a call. I can't open this chocolate. Effortful. Do you see what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, you energy people, get into my grid and fix this. I got stuff to do. All right. All right, here we go. I have to put this back in here because I need both hands. This woman who is calling is not going to be happy that I did not answer that Skype call. All right, here we go. Just break off one little square. Here we go. I don't know. Let it melt. At least a little. I'm eating chocolate right now. Vine art painting. That's what's in my mouth right now. Now, Pinnacle Glass, you joined just in time to see me eat chocolate. I wish I had a cup of coffee right now. So there's filling in here that I haven't gotten to yet. Gave up candy for 100 days. You know, I don't usually eat candy that much, but we do bring chocolate in to the mix every now and then. Then LLL coaching, you should go get some chocolate. I can't believe it. Just hit the center. Well, thank you, Xavier. I hope this was good for you too. I can't wait to try the rest of them now, but I was not going to have one before Xavier and I were connected. So thank you again, Xavier, for this awesome chocolate and the wonderful sampler that I have ahead of me. I have to go now, folks, because I've got a client who's going to be very upset with me already, and I need to get back to my effortless day. All right? So I will talk to you again Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, right here on the LOA Scope.